twin flames married at first sight. Yes, you've heard me correctly. Did you know that actually, those of you all who may be familiar or may not be familiar with the show, we are almost similar like the contestants or the participants in the social experiment or the spiritual experiment, in which spirit or the powers that be has already picked out our own ultimate divine partner and has already stated that we are already spiritually connected and married. We have our own husband. Just like the show, this partner that you have, you don't know anything about them, but you know from first sight or from the first meeting that there's something special. On the show, they have experts that go through your file, look at things in which you've asked for, and had stated that you know what things you're looking for, a partner or a partner for life. And they go through other contestants and participants and say, this person is going to be the ultimate person. However, they commit to each other through marriage. All of us, okay. All of us have. Well, all of us do have that. They commit to us. You make me break character. Powers that be. That this person is, according to what the experts believe, is your should work because of all the things of what you have desired, all of your characteristics and things and talents and abilities you bring to the table, which is the same thing, just like the experts are the powers that be. They believe that you and this other divine counterpart can set forth and go through life loving each other, learning from each other, and also going forth and doing mission on your own. I see the twin flame. Okay, they said we're going to interrupt you. Okay, they go twin flame number for that 4111. And saying you have been selected to participate in this specialized program to go throughout Earth, go throughout your life, setting forth a new way of loving. Excuse me. Every time I get on there, it's a release. Thank you, Jesus. So when I watched last night, I got to come out of character. I watched last night and I seen it, and I had an aha moment. Really, actually, I've collapsed yesterday. I was so tired. The kids was working on my last. Got one kid that was working on my very last nerve. And I was trying to work with her, and I was like, I kept on throwing me back to being my human. I was like, this ain't gonna work. And it was a lot of things even with her. I was like, I'm telling you, you gotta stop her with this energy, or something's about to happen. Lord behold, she goes to recess. Her and another young lady gets to a fight, pulls out a patch of her hair. She got a big old bald spot right there. And I was like, I was trying to tell you, cut it out. You know, you're doing too much. I ain't putting no ill will on it, but I was just telling her, you know, you're doing this intentionally. You don't know how karma come back and slap you right back into your, to those energies you putting out there. Well, she could have stopped, but she was just doing it, punching that button on me and acting silly for just no reason. What I told her, go sit down, calm down, chill, pill, whatever. Interested how it just came back full circle real that quick on her to say, okay, now some of that stuff was just, like I say, ill intentions, and you could have stopped that when it was told. You threw that energy out the universe, and it came right back to you. And so, looking at that show, and then also with the energies that's going on as well, in the collective, the divine masses going through things. We're transforming, we're shifting, we're changing. Again, I was so glad I shared that on my community post I always forget because she's got such a beautiful name, which all these energies is coming along to help to unify us. And so we could join the fight, which is true, coming together as the collectives to understanding that we've got to get rid of this old stuff. And I told you about the other days, if you did not see the message from yesterday about Mother Gaia, please do this, saying that her thing is we got to learn from her what she's saying to shake it. That we got to shake things up. And that's something that in which we've got to pay attention to emotionally. And she also put on there some Lamar or something like that. It looks like I watched it in a while. So funny, she popped on my timeline. Looks like her and her twin are working together. That was the old story I remember about her. She's talking about how her and whatever. And it's so beautiful to see how they're just loving on one another. That's the ultimate thing of why he was transmuting energies while she was doing light language. And you could just see the love just oozing off of each other. And it was just so magical to watch. But she was saying the same thing. She's like, they're channeling to me, same thing, the powers that be, that it's time for us to get rid of these old emotions, these old patterns. Like I was talking about, from your family, you take it on their energies as well, so as your own, from experiences, for the DM, childhood, those things, all different kind of experiences, white light, all around. And so that's causing, I didn't do that, did I? Okay, all right then. And then that all the these energies, hold on, I forgot to do that. Pitch myself in the golden bubble. Energies, asking for Archangel Metatron to shield, ask all Lord entities and energies to go out of the shielded areas, white light. Okay, all right, I forgot to do, I don't know how I ran out and forgot to do that, but it showed. But you know, it's automatically, it's going to do for you anyway. If you keep on doing this, automatically does that. All you're doing is just really pretty much, you got to merge, baby. You a little new to this system, ain't you? You don't keep on going, it's a merge. Anyway, there's another one, I think, Water Tarot Baby was talking about, you know, don't get slacky on your meditations, especially with everything that's going on. Make sure you are grounding yourself as well, because of all this these energies that's coming in. You got to stay, I call it like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, all this stuff is whizzing around. And you know, you got to just make sure that you stay anchored, that you don't get up and then you say, oh my God, I'm not in Kansas anymore, which is home, and you find yourself whizzing off someplace else with the little munchkins and the wizard and the good witch and the bad witch and all that stuff. That's your mindset and your thoughts as well. And so that's why it's good for you to keep yourself kind of tethered to home. But sometimes, again, just like what she was saying, the young lady, that is always Lamar, I'll just call her that, I don't know what, I forgot her name. It's always good. It's always good to know that these energies is coming in to kind of like purge and get rid of all this stuff. And the same thing, like I said on yesterday about Mother Gaia, saying about these emotions, is very important. And I seen that also when Jupiter 1111 did the light language with the intentions. We got to stir the waters so we can get really to our pure intentions, because some of us are not being able to see the forest beyond the trees due to all this other stuff that's going on. We're not trusting. Going back to what I was saying about Married at First Sight, we had two couples on there that was having an issue. It was Malika and Michael. She came from a background, both of them are two strong personalities, okay? Her thing was that she felt that on camera he was one way and off the camera he said something else. And to her, from that point on, it was about sex, having sex. And he was like, you know, whenever you ready, I'm ready. You know, I'm not going to push it because we're really two strangers getting to know each other. Like I say, Atlas, trying to find out where we are. What's the map, Atlas? Like, where are we? What's the gold? Or like almost like a treasure map, to be able to kind of know what things are the hot spots, the wrong spots, because we know how you do in relationships. You don't know. You got to find your way through, you know, and the only way you can do that is through interaction. But he started off on the wrong note. To her, his integrity was questioned, because she said on camera, he's like, you know, whenever she ready to have sex, you know, I'm ready. Okay, somebody a little slip bag. Let me white light you too. And then when she said, I'm just saying in so many words. He didn't say it like that. But, you know, and she's like, well, wait a second. I thought you said you was going to wait. You know, like, if you don't give it to me now by a certain amount of day, you know, this marriage over with. That's what she had said. He said that that's not what he meant. He was like, he just really wanted to know, you know, when am I going, how about to say, when am I going to get them draws? But, you know, what's your idea about sex? Are you a person that just not, it's going to take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months? I just want to kind of know. I guess he said, in my eyes, you know, it should happen right away. In her eyes, she's like, no, she took it as, oh, you ain't willing to wait. Talking two different things. I see what he's saying, and she ended up calling the pastor, Pastor Carr, who is like one of the experts that brings like the spirituality to kind of help them to understand, you know, as far as how relationships goes. And so then he was like, you know, right now, what was very good is that he was saying that you all have got to get to the point of it's integrity. All relationships is built upon integrity, which meaning, oh Jesus, integrity meaning you're actually expressing who you are, who you truly are, without any other kind of filters, any lies, any extra personas. And that hit and it clicked for me. It said, you know what? As we doing this with our own twin flame experiment, a spiritual experiment that as some of you used to call it, with the powers that be, being married, being connected on site. Don't really know this person. You got to get time. You just know you have this connection. You're fighting it. It's just like them in the same thing, that they know that they're married, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I don't know you. You really is a total stranger. You know, how we going to be able to do that? And you know, how you bring in your own experiences. And so that was the issue. And that's like, yeah, who you truly are and how you be able to kind of counterbalance that as far as how you got to shift and move with this other being, because, you know, they're not like you at all. You know, we know energetically they are, but because of their experiences and things that they our counterparts have actually had been through, our divine unisouls, it calls it the frequency and the way they express themselves in the physical to be totally different than what we believe that they should come up and show up in the 3D or in the physical. And it was another couple that was on there. She went to take a picture of him. It's Brandon, and I forgot what her name is. She went to, I think I talked about him before. She went to take a picture of him. You know, so cute. It's like, look at my husband. You know, my husband's sleeping. This is what a night with my husband is. And so he woke up. He looked at her while she had the camera. Went to go wash up, brush his teeth and stuff like that. She hugging on her like, hi, good morning, husband. He ain't saying a damn word. He just going through everything throughout the whole day. He meets with the couples. He's signifying some stuff, you know. Well, I woke up this morning with a camera in my face. And so she's like, oh, okay, so you telling everybody else about what's going on. We ain't even talked about it. She said she went to the pool, and he went to the pool. She asked him, you know, you want me to buy your favorite beer or something like that? And so then he was like, no. And then turned around. And then went and bought the beer for his own self. Now, Brandon comes with a lot of other issues, too, because I think I told you about that. This Brandon character that's on there, at a young age, had his brother was shot and killed. Not in front of him, but in early age. So he's got some abandonment issues right off the bat, you know. Don't want to too much connect. He shows like he is. The next episode, they said in so many words, look like he going to cut up and show out again. And I know that's going to make her question like, what the hell I just signed up for? Because this boy got a tantrum of these explosions of these personalities, of these tantrums that I ain't too damn familiarized with. And so that was a big thing. So at the end, at the night, he was like, you know, I done cooled off. Let's talk about what happened. Yada, yada, yada. And so he's like, you know, I woke up with a camera in my face. I didn't like that. You know, I felt very, he said, but you know, I know it seems like, you know, now I understand there's another person here. I got to get used to this. You know, I can't be isolated, and most of the time my thing is like, when things like that, I close myself off. I go off and deal with it, and then I don't interact with the other person. I know that I got to work on that. And then you start, we sitting there as a real viewer saying, okay, yeah, we with that. And then he's talking about, okay, so I expect for you to be like, it's over with, it's done with, and let's move on. And she's like, hold on, wait a second. I don't move like that. And first of all, you ain't gonna talk to me and disrespect me like that, because you know, you're not gonna talk to me. Now that was funny. She did that, and in his moment, I could see energetically, it brought him back to life, back to reality. Cause he was saying, like my kids, you know, a lot of times you force him to say, I'm sorry. He was saying that, but he wasn't really anchored in that apology or that feeling of saying, like, I really want to come here to reset it right. It's just like, he was, but it wasn't surface. You can feel it, like I'm not really going that deep into it. I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have took all day not to talk to you. I'm kind of speeding through it. But at the same time, the way he apologized, it was cosmetic. Let's just put it that way. Till when she said that, it shocked him back. So she triggered him. It was like, oh my God. So she's like, I don't care about that, but I would not be disrespected. So it looked like he was like shocked. In some ways, with me, I was like, you know, masculines to a certain point will test, and I'm still a divine masculine advocate, but they will test your gangster and see, you know, how far can I push this and get away with this? Till you push back and they like, oh, okay, I see, I can't push you like that. I can't talk to you any old kind of way off the top of my head like that. Let me come to you a little bit more correct. And you like, yeah, that's what I know. Don't try that with me, or you gonna get some fire, some Aries fire up your behind. I was about to say up your ass. So don't try that. don't try that chord. So they came together. He said it right at the end. You know, they went out on ventures and went out to someplace on the island, went to a zoo, kind of reset the relationship back again. He did something very romantic with her. She's like, oh, okay, I was shocked. You know, they had bought some trunks, some swimming matching stuff, like married or just married trunks, or I'm the husband, I'm the wife, some cutesy stuff like that. He had the jacuzzi, put the little flowers and petals out there and everything to kind of set it off, you know, to see if he gonna get him some. Also, and this to smooth things over energetically, to reset it, because, you know, I know energetic, he really wants to try, sees everything, according to him again, they match very well. Both of them spokesperson for a, like I told you all before, for an alcohol company. Both of them are very nice looking, very young, very ambitious, you know, things like that. She's a little bit on the intellectual thing. She's a little high. He's smart too, but he got that street smart, and she got more so that book smart, because she works at neurosurgeon areas for that. So that's a polar opposite. And like they had said, the couples, they had them talking, and they were saying, you know, how you got to be able to take those differences and be able to work with those things, and like this, like a finger, you know, kind of interact that together. Like, where I'm weak, you're strong. Where you're strong, I'm weak, and learn how to work with that and be compatible, or not compatible, but it's a complementary thing as we complement each other. So that's the same thing, just like what I was saying. I was looking at that, and that just struck me. It's like, you know, oh my God, we are our own twin flame editions of married at first sight. It's like, we know we're married. You know, you hear a lot of them saying the twin flame thing. We're married in the 5th D. It was a point that there's a lot of them saying, you know, a lot of you all might be dreaming and visioning you marrying your twin in the 5th D. And I seen that too. That was maybe about 2 years ago. I seen that, and he was like, you know, really, we're married, and I felt that, and it clicked. Although he went on and did whatever what he had did, committed that. I was like, fool, I think you didn't hear the connection too right about what you were supposed to do. But okay, that's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's why I set forth, and that's one of the reasons why I went on ahead and set forth and did this station, because or this YouTube channel, because I was like, I keep on thinking like TV. I'm just gonna be like Oprah one day, Yana Van Zandt. I'll be on one day. We'll put that out there. So that's one of the reasons why I created this channel, is because out of that. I was like, I got to go on with the mission. Whatever it is, you done went and took a turn off, and like I've always said on this station, I keep on saying that, we just say that on station, that, but pretty much all that is that, you know, although he's veering off and he took another route, he's taking some side streets, and I'm still on the main, or I could be on the side street, he might be on the main, who knows. It's still going to get us to come back together to intersect. And that's the same thing. I think week after next or whatever, they'll get to decide if they want to stay married. Unlike married at first sight, we can't, we contractually, we already sealed the deal. Like even the couple I talk about, Michael and Kay, he took the ring off. He's like, well, I put the ring back on. She's like, I see you ain't wearing your ring. He like, nah, well, this is a BS. I said bullshit. Excuse me. What he talk about that I'm gonna take the ring off, and until I feel like I'm worthy, I'm at that point, then I'll put the ring back on. And the other couples that were sitting around was like, you already married. You going about that opposite. And so a lot of us, oh, look at the little baby. A lot of us is opposite. We talking about it in the twin flame community. I'm gonna take my ring off. Well, it ain't no taking no damn ring off. That ain't no option, you know. No matter how upset, like she told him, like Micaiah told Michael, she's like, well, you know, we already, you keep the ring on and you work it out, the opposite. That should be a similar reminder to you at all times that you know, that I got to get back on track of what I committed to, you know, regardless. And that's the same thing, even if we sign up to say, even if some of you all say, and that's your right to say, you know what, I can't, it's too much, he triggering me too much by staying in this, I got to go off and do my own thing, go get me a higher functioning soulmate, or whatever. Twin Water Tarot Baby has stated that we're going to get to the point that we're going to have other people step in. I'm not in agreement that I'm thinking that they're love interests. Some of them might be, because even with me, I have my Catalyst twin comes and visits me a lot in dreams to get me back on track. You know, I have to keep on telling myself, no, it ain't because I want him. It's just a reminder. Get your self back on gear. Get you back on track with what's going on. And that's most of the time what those people are coming. They could be soul friends, things of that nature. This other energy that's coming in. Not necessarily as love interest. Some of you all might draw that in for it to be able to learn how to love better or more. My thing is, I put a big caution, underline like a ticket thing, caution like they do with the medications. If you're going to do that, my point is make sure that it is your higher self or your spirit that's doing it, not your ego that's sitting in this other energy. If you really feel, look at here, it's something else that I need to also learn from experience of being with somebody else, and the intimate is some things I still have a problem with men. I don't really want my divine masculine to teach me this. I really want this other person to do that. Then by all means do it. But if this is something that you doing because you like, I'm sick and tired of waiting, I'm sick and tired of being alone, you singing Phyllis Hyman, I don't want to be alone. If you singing that song and all that stuff, then that's not gonna work at all. I would not co-sign on that or even advocate for you to do that, although I'm a DM advocate on that. And also with that, I want to state that you all having a problem with some of you all, not all, because I seen some of my subscribers kind of go birdie fly off somewhere. And my thing is understanding that for you to not want to be in alignment and say you are a divine masculine advocate as well, says that you're not signing on for the DM energies that's within you. And so that's a big thing. That's what I'm saying is, when I say I'm a DM advocate, that means I'm advocating for the divine masculine within me, housing for it to merge and become one and balance within myself, just like I'm asking for the DM on the outside to do that. And that's half of our problems. That goes back to what I said this week, which is divine feminines. You're not really wanting union. You ain't ready. Tiffany had said, she ready. No, you ain't ready at all on that one. Until you can accept and into the fold and advocate your DM or your divine masculine energies, whether it's inside and out. Understanding I said, yes, that is you that's being shown and reflect out there as uglified, as hellified as he is. That's my babies, that's my sign. That's the main thing. So you got to keep that in mind. So again, remember again, we have been signed up already by divine spirit in order, which is the powers that be, that we are already married at first sight. And this is the ending of the edition of Twin Flames. This is married at sight. Again, go forth in union with self and understanding that each day is a process. It's taken on, taken off of the plate. All right. Until next time, is there anything else I want to say? No. Have a sunshine-filled day. Until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste, Namago. Love you.